Poverty is hitting people all over the states. It's right here in our backyards. And suffering the most, as always, are the children.
The hardest thing about not having our own home is like how I dream to be successful.
Dear teachers, did you know 2015 and 16, 1.4 million students in elementary and secondary schools in the United States were homeless. 87% of homeless students are more likely to leave school. Research shows homeless children face challenges with safety, emotional well-being, health, and development. Experience of homelessness can cause poor academic achievement, hunger, and social-emotional delays. 52% of Hispanic students, 49% of Black students, and 7% of white students attend a high-poverty school. Kids just like me do not have enough food to eat, and some have to sleep in dangerous and uncomfortable places. So teachers, do you see why you need to know this? What can you do to help?
I had the opportunity to interview Rickee Stewart, a teacher in Utah who has done so much for the homeless students in her school. I asked her some questions to learn ways to help homeless students, and she gave a lot of advice that helped me grow as a future teacher. Here are some of the things she had to say.
You can certainly assume that a kid who is hungry or is concerned about what their home life is looking like is going to perform differently in class. Their issues are much bigger than whatever assignment that I could possibly give them. I don't think that there is any solution to homelessness. I don't think that that's our job. But I do think that what we do is we address it and mediate it to the extent that we can. So I start all of my classes by introducing myself to my kids and giving them my background. And my background was when I was a kid, we were financially insecure. And so I explained that to the kids and let them know that, essentially there's no shame in their game, and that we all come from different backgrounds and it's okay to need some help. My approach is that we need to talk about it, and the more that we just talk about, hey, if you're hungry, just go get yourself something, it makes it a non-issue. It's not necessarily a kid who is homeless, it's just a kid who's hungry. My best suggestion is to be a careful teacher. Listen to your kids and develop those relationships. If the kids feel comfortable with you, they will talk to you, and they will get help, and they will tell you when things are scary that we can offer. I also think that it's highly critical to be compassionate, to understand that these kids deal with more than you can possibly imagine before they even walk in your classroom. You'll have kids that are the primary caregivers for their brothers and sisters, and that may be the reason that they're late to your class. You'll have others that will not get their homework done, and the reason is they're working 2 jobs to help support their family. You'll have others that are living in just unfathomable circumstances, and you will not know that. And many, if not most kids, will not tell you. And I think that learning about this issue and meeting some of the kids that have dealt with this in the past has taught me it's really taught me to empathize before teaching, almost, to understand that we have a deeper issue sometimes. And typically where I'm able to recognize a issue that a kid's dealing with and address the issue, and the kid and I are able to start that conversation, the kid wants to learn. Without any exception, the kids want to learn. They just are struggling with the ability to do so, and the struggles are beyond them. So to the extent that I can accommodate that, find them ways to do the work in other ways, or find them ways to come in and get the help that they need, leave them a lunch so that they can come in and have lunch with me and learn the material that they didn't get. It makes learning viable, and it gives the kid a sense of accomplishment and a sense of purpose. And often the only good word that they're hearing is from me. I've heard that again and again from my kids, is no one has ever believed in me before. So if we can be that person, I think we're doing more than just teaching.